Welcome to the Christmas 2024 newsletter from the Partially Sighted Society. This audio version lasts for roughly 54 minutes, and each article will be separated by a short musical jingle to help navigation. The Partially Sighted Society is a registered charity, number 254052, and the charity may be emailed at reception@partsight.org.uk and phoned on 01302 965 195. And beneath the words The Partially Sighted Society on the front page of this newsletter, it reads, Seeing the Way Forward Together. And on the front cover there's a photo of 7 people all wearing festive clothing. They're all holding ukuleles and smiling at the camera. There's a Christmas tree in the background.
Merry Christmas from the Partially Sighted Society. A welcome from Anita Plant, CEO of the Partially Sighted Society. A very warm and festive welcome to the Christmas 2024 edition of the PSS Newsletter. As we reflect on another year filled with both challenges and triumphs, I'm filled with immense pride for the unwavering dedication and hard work exhibited by every member of the PSS team. Your collective efforts have been instrumental in shaping our success. This special edition is brimming with festive cheer, offering a nostalgic look back at some of our Christmas events with our amazing members. I would like to thank all of those who came together with us to support charitable causes through our annual auction held at the Earl of Doncaster Hotel. Our Year in Numbers section provides a comprehensive overview of our key milestones and accomplishments. It's a testament to the significant impact we've made across various sectors. In addition, our mental health and wellbeing practitioner shares invaluable insights and practical tips on maintaining physical and mental health during the often challenging winter months. And finally, our expanded culinary section is a gastronomic delight, featuring a diverse range of delicious recipes and expert nutritional advice. I hope this edition brings you joy and inspiration. Wishing you all a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year, from Anita Plant.
Jingle bell rocking at the PSS party. We would like to extend our heartfelt thanks to everyone who made our recent Christmas party such an incredible success. The festive cheer was palpable, and the atmosphere was filled with laughter, joy, and camaraderie. We are truly grateful for the hard work and dedication of our staff who contributed to making the event unforgettable. We would also like to express our sincere gratitude to the staff at the Earl of Doncaster Hotel for their exceptional hospitality and the delicious food they provided. Their professionalism and attention to detail were truly outstanding. A special thank you to the talented Doncaster Ukulele Group for their wonderful performance. Their musical talents added a delightful touch to the evening. We were particularly honoured to have our very own Anita, our CEO, Andre, our print room manager, and Nikki, our mental health and well-being practitioner, join them as special guests. Their musical contributions made the event even more memorable. Once again, thank you all for making this Christmas party such an incredibly enjoyable event. We look forward to many more festive gatherings in the future. And, with this article, there are several photos taken at the party. 3 women share a moment of laughter and smiles at a table. There's a man and a woman in conversation at a table. They are both wearing hats from Christmas crackers. The woman is wearing yellow and the man purple. There's a photo of a man in a Christmas jumper playing a ukulele. There are other people playing ukuleles in the background, all wearing Santa hats, and another man in a Christmas jumper, also playing a ukulele. 2 men in Christmas jumpers are stood smiling at the camera. There's a woman smiling looking away from the camera, wearing an extra-large Santa hat, and a man in a blue blazer, smiling at the camera, also wearing a Santa hat. 2 women are shown in conversation with someone off camera. They are both smiling and appear to be having a good time. There's a picture of 4 people, a man and a woman, who are looking at the camera and smiling. There's a woman at their table laughing with them, and a man can be seen walking past behind them. Another shot features a man and a woman smiling at the camera. The woman has her arm around the man, who is wearing a purple paper hat from a Christmas cracker. Also, a man and a woman are sitting at their table about to enjoy their starters for the Christmas meal, and another woman sat at the table wearing a red Christmas jumper. She has a playful, surprised look on her face as if she has spotted the photographer. Two further women are sat at a table in conversation. One woman is facing the camera and the other has her back to it. And, finally, there's a picture of a woman holding a ukulele with a beaming smile on her face. She's wearing a novelty headband which has two reindeer on springs on the top. And, separately, at the very top of this article, there's the same photo shown that adorns the front cover of this newsletter, of 7 people all wearing festive clothing, holding ukuleles, and smiling at the camera. There's a Christmas tree in the background. They are the Doncaster Ukulele Group, mentioned in this article, and this is what they sounded like performing at the Partially Sighted Society Christmas Party.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let go Rudolph, join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you're the nanny history. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, all the little day clothes. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. You'll go down in history.
PSS Annual Auction. Another resounding success. The Partially Sighted Society's annual auction was a resounding success, transforming the prestigious Earl of Doncaster Hotel into a hub of excitement and generosity. Our team meticulously curated a selection of exceptional items from our charity shop, ranging from designer apparel and premium spirits to unique offerings like a professional snooker cue. The event was well attended by friends old and new, who were welcomed with warm hospitality, complimentary refreshments, and a delectable array of homemade biscuits. A highlight of the evening was the auctioneering prowess of our very own finance guru, James. Alongside Anita, he skillfully presented each lot, inspiring spirited bidding from our esteemed guests. The incredible generosity displayed by our supporters resulted in a remarkable total of £376 raised. These funds will be used to provide free sight tests and vital aftercare services for individuals affected by sight loss. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who attended and contributed to the success of this event. And, with this article, there are several photos. Firstly, 3 women sat at a table, smiling. They are holding cards up to the camera which denotes their numbers for the auction. 3 other women are shown sitting at a table, examining one of the lots, which is a yellow glass paperweight. Next, a man is holding a shiny red handbag and a shiny red pair of shoes. He appears to be holding them out close to people who are visually impaired. Then, there's a man and a woman smiling at the camera. The man is wearing a yellow Partially Sighted Society badge and a Remembrance Day poppy. There are also 2 photos of non-humans, a knitted doll of Mrs. Claus and a photo of a knitted doll of Santa Claus in his traditional red outfit. Another photo shows a man in a dark blue shirt, holding a clipboard. This is James, one of the auctioneers mentioned in this article.
And, finally, there's a photo of a man and a woman, both sitting down. The woman is smiling and holding a sign with her auction number on it. And the man, sat next to her, is wearing a blue knitted jumper and smiling.
A thank you from the PSS trustees and members of staff. What a year we have had. As 2024 comes to a close, we once again reflect on what has been another record-breaking year at the charity. The year began with our newest recruit, Nicola, finding her feet. At the end of 2024, she is fully integrated into her role and has found herself as an integral part of our team. We feel so fortunate to have her on board, and we are sure the sentiment is shared by everyone who has interacted with her. We also welcomed a new trustee in Tosh Vardia, who has brought a wealth of experience and industry knowledge to our already diverse and passionate board of trustees. We've seen our social groups grow from strength to strength as we welcomed more people than ever through our doors to enjoy what we have to offer. Next year we are looking to develop new and exciting initiatives to engage even more people who would like to join us in the future. It would be impossible to reflect on the success of the year without mentioning the hard work of our volunteers, Georgina, Maureen, and Jenny. Without their consistency and helpful natures, we would be a lot further back than where we find ourselves now. A special mention to Trustee Peter Moore as well, who helps run our coffee mornings. His help is absolutely vital. So, as the year draws to a close, the PSS team is happy to reflect on a year of hard work and dedication. The festive gathering, which is pictured with this article, was a well-deserved opportunity for everyone to relax, unwind, and celebrate their achievements this year. They look forward to the new year with renewed energy and commitment to their mission of supporting the partially sighted community to live happy and independent lives. In the item that follows, you'll find our year in numbers, where we highlight just some of the fantastic statistics that this year has generated. And, as mentioned, there are 2 photos taken at the Christmas event for trustees and staff. Firstly, a photo of 5 PSS trustees. They are all dressed in smart clothing and smiling at the camera. There is a well-decorated Christmas tree in the background. The second photo shows the PSS staff. They are all smiling and have their arms around each other. This photo has been taken in the same setting as the previous photo, with the Christmas tree in the background.
The Partially Sighted Society's year in numbers for 2024. 6.5 million schoolbook pages printed. 1,000 mental health and well-being interactions. 399 people supported by our free low vision service. 7,300 incoming calls received. 47 hours of adaptive technology training delivered since July. 228 hours of support groups and events delivered. And hundreds of people to say thank you to. And, beneath these figures, which are laid out in a vertical string with each number in bold black lettering inside a bright yellow circle, it reads, "From the bottom of our hearts, we say a huge thank you to everyone who has donated and supported our cause this year. None of this would have been possible without your incredible support and generosity."
Staying active and healthy during the winter months. As temperatures plummet and daylight dwindles, staying active can become a formidable challenge, especially for those who are blind or visually impaired. Winter's icy sidewalks and limited daylight can pose unique obstacles, but maintaining an active lifestyle is crucial for both physical and mental well-being. Here are some practical and enjoyable ways to stay moving this winter. Embrace indoor exercise. When outdoor activity isn't feasible, indoor exercise offers a fantastic alternative. Yoga, with its emphasis on balance, flexibility, and relaxation, is an excellent choice. Accessible resources, such as audio-guided yoga sessions or tactile yoga mats, can make this practice inclusive and enjoyable. Resistance bands and bodyweight exercises are effective for strength training and can be easily performed at home. For those who prefer a more vigorous workout, stationary cycling or treadmill walking are ideal options, particularly when paired with safety rails or audible controls. To add a social dimension to your fitness routine, consider joining a local fitness class designed for individuals with visual impairments or participating in virtual exercise groups. Get creative with accessible activities. Winter presents a wonderful opportunity to explore creative pursuits that engage both mind and body. Dance, for example, is a fun way to get moving while enjoying your favorite music. Many audio-guided dance tutorials are available online, catering to all skill levels. For those who prefer a slower pace, tactile crafting projects, such as sculpting, can keep your hands active while creating something meaningful. Prioritize consistency. The key to staying active during winter is consistency. Set achievable goals, such as 15 to 30 minutes of movement each day, and find activities that you genuinely enjoy. Staying active not only strengthens your body but also lifts your spirits during the darker months, where it's very easy to get stuck in a rut. And, at the top of this article, there's a photo of a woman doing yoga in her home. Her legs are crossed and she has a smile on her face, with her arms raised above her head and her palms together.
New hope for people with damaged corneas. Scientists have made a breakthrough in treating damaged corneas. A new study, published in The Lancet, shows that patients who received stem cell transplants experienced significant improvements in their vision. This is the first time that scientists have used corneal epithelial cell sheets, grown from stem cells, to treat a condition called limbal stem cell deficiency (LSCD). LSCD causes damage to the cornea, the clear front surface of the eye. 4 patients with LSCD at Osaka University Hospital received the treatment. After a year, all patients had better vision and less cloudiness in their corneas. Importantly, there were no serious side effects observed. The researchers believe that this new treatment could offer hope to many people living with LSCD. They are now planning a larger, more in-depth study to further test its effectiveness.
Where the money goes. Next in this newsletter is a short "Did you know" item about where money raised by the Partially Sighted Society goes. It reads, "For every £1 we raise, 89 pence goes directly into funding our services, with the rest going to making the next £1. This is written in bold black lettering inside a yellow circle, with a hand-drawn, cartoon-style megaphone seen in the bottom left edge of the circle amplifying this message.
PSS Mental Health and Wellbeing. Nikki Johnson, the mental health and well-being practitioner, writes, "Dear friends, as we are coming close to the end of 2024, I wanted to share with you the PSS Mental Health and Wellbeing (MHWB) services journey over the last year. Did you know that 2024 has been a year of growth and adaptation for the MHWB service? We now offer a more complete range of services which aim to help and support people living with sight loss at any stage in their diagnosis. Current services include one-to-one therapy, provided in person, online and over the phone, as well as weekly, fortnightly and monthly well-being calls, and also part-site facilitated groups covering creative well-being, crafternoons and musical well-being. Incidentally, when writing the word part-site, when describing our facilitated groups, we write the word part-site in lowercase letters except for the letters ART, which are all in capitals to illustrate the artistic nature of these sessions. As a new offering for the charity, it was never certain how much engagement there would be and what the overall level of need would be for the MHWB services. I am pleased to say that engagement has been incredible, with almost all referrals signing up for at least one service, and the level of non-attendances has been minimal. Sadly, this last year has also highlighted that the need for these services is growing, as the number of people diagnosed with a sight loss condition grows. The PSS is committed to continuing to help meet the need for mental health support for people struggling with their sight loss. Over the last year we have proudly delivered approximately 1,000 MHWB interactions and activities, with nearly half of those being direct one-to-one therapy sessions and the other half being well-being calls and our part-site facilitated groups. A huge thank you to George, our volunteer MHWB assistant, for all of your help in delivering this important work to those who really need it. I look forward to continuing this fabulous work with you in 2025. Nikki also writes here about kindness at Christmas. She says, "What do I mean by kindness at Christmas? Well, you can be forgiven for thinking that I'm talking about being kind and considerate to family and friends, or the strangers we meet. That goes without saying. What I'm talking about is much more important, and something many of us struggle with, being kind to ourselves. Christmas brings with it an excitement and hustle and bustle that most people enjoy and revel in. However, this time of year can also bring with it many challenges, especially for someone who has sight loss. For those of us who celebrate, we fill our homes with festive decorations, lights, and a Christmas tree. We may need to go out and do some shopping for presents for our loved ones, or be invited to parties and activities which could include visiting unfamiliar places. We may also be hosting the Christmas dinner, and need to prepare and cook for more people than usual, and have to move furniture around to fit everyone in, not forgetting those emergency chairs. Sight loss is often much more than just sight loss. Many people suffer with anxiety around their independence, their identity, and life in the future, and at Christmas time these anxieties can increase. It's usually a time when there is lots to see and lots to do, and families come together to have fun. However, if you can't see, and struggle to do, how do you join in the fun? This is where being kind to yourself is so important. There will be moments when you feel you can't do something, even with adaptations. Whilst this is frustrating, it's okay, and it's not your fault. You didn't ask for sight loss, and you haven't done anything wrong. Often the frustration comes because your brain tells you that you should be able to do something because you've always been able to do it without thinking. But that was before sight loss, and it's almost as if the brain didn't get the memo informing it that things are not the same. Muscle memory and years of habits and conditioning can't just switch off. They need to evolve or be unlearned. Acceptance and adaptation. Adapting to sight loss is a process, sometimes a long process, and can fluctuate depending on the changeability of the cause. This means that there will be many peaks and troughs throughout the process, and because it's not linear, it may sometimes feel as if you are never going to adapt. You will. It just takes time as you relearn and retrain your brain and body to operate under these new circumstances. However, this process can be more challenging if you have not fully accepted your sight loss, and this is the part that in my experience causes people the most distress. Accepting that you have sight loss does not mean that you have to be happy and excited about it. It means that you are no longer in denial that it has happened or is happening, and your brain has stopped fighting against it and hoping or pretending that it's not true. The greatest kindness you can show yourself is to accept that you have sight loss and forgive yourself or the world of any blame for this happening to you. Then the adaptation can begin. So how can you show yourself kindness, especially at this festive time of year? Here are my tips and some reassurance. Take your time. Environments and new activities you may be involved with could feel unfamiliar. Take some time to stop and assess things before rushing in. It's okay for things to take longer than they used to. Start a conversation. It's important to share how you are feeling with the people around you. They care, but if they don't know you are struggling or uncomfortable, they can't help you. Speaking about your sight loss helps them help you, and it's okay to need help sometimes. Fun is not obligatory. It's okay if you are feeling low and struggling emotionally, even at Christmas. You are not contracted to have fun if you aren't feeling in the best place. Take some time to rest and for the feelings to pass, and if possible share how you are feeling with someone you trust. Rest. This time of year can be mentally and physically draining for everyone, but more so for someone with sight loss. Make time to rest, and remember doing nothing is doing something, it's self-care. Lighting. Who doesn't love a fairy light? Well, depending on your eye condition, Different lighting can cause distortions and/or glare which can be very disorientating. Don't forget your shades to help minimize the effect. Remember, self-care is not selfish. I hope this is helpful, and I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy New Year. From Nikki. Coping at Christmas. Christmas isn't merry for everyone. We know the festive period can bring with it added pressures, but it's important to know that there's always someone you can talk to. Here, Nikki lists some useful contact details. To speak to the NHS Mental Health Crisis Response Service 24/7, call 111 and select option 2. Again, call 111 and select option 2. The Samaritans may be called every day of the year, at any time of the day or night on 116 123, that's 116 123. And more information is available at samaritans.org. Mind's mental health helpline may be phoned, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on 0300 102 1234. That's 0300 102 1234. To contact the Shout Crisis text line, text SHOUT to 85258. That's text SHOUT to 85258. Call the Silver Line for over 55s, free, on 0800 470 80 90 24/7, 365 days a year. That's 0800 470 80 90. Mental Health Chat for Men is available from 5 p.m. to midnight, every day. Call or WhatsApp on 0800 585858. That's 0800 585858. Nikki finishes by saying, "Thank you for your continued support, and I hope you enjoyed this content. If you'd like to know more about any of the mental health and well-being services, groups, or activities mentioned in this segment, please don't hesitate to contact me by phoning 01302965197, by emailing me at nikki@partsite.org.uk, or by sending a text message to 07359792890. From Nikki Johnson, Mental Health and Wellbeing Practitioner, Art Psychotherapist, HCPC number AS017743. And, in large black and white animated lettering at the foot of this article, it says, "Take care."
PSS Culinary Corner. Top tips for cooking with a visual impairment. One of the challenges of living with sight loss is learning new ways to do familiar tasks. Cooking is no exception, but with a few adjustments and the right tools, you can continue to enjoy the culinary arts. General kitchen considerations. 1. Declutter your workspace. A clean, organized kitchen is essential for efficient and safe cooking. 2. Establish a consistent layout. Keep frequently used items within easy reach and in the same place every time. 3. Optimize lighting. Ensure adequate lighting, especially for tasks like chopping and measuring. Consider under-cabinet lighting or a countertop task light. 4. Maximize contrast. Use contrasting colors for work surfaces, utensils, and food items. For example, a dark cutting board for light-colored foods and vice versa. 5. Tactile markers. Use raised markers or labels to identify stovetop settings. 6. Plate presentation. Use contrasting colors for plates and food. For instance, serve dark foods on light plates and light foods on dark plates. 7. Placemat contrast. Choose placemats that contrast with your plates to enhance visibility. Cooking and pouring techniques. 1. Safe clothing. Wear short sleeves or roll up long sleeves to avoid accidents. 2. Protective gear. Use oven mitts to handle hot pots and pans. 3. Time management. Set timers to remind you to turn off appliances. 4. Gas safety. Turn off the gas before removing a pot or pan from the stove. 5. Spice storage. Keep spices and herbs within easy reach, preferably on a low shelf. 6. Efficient cooking. Use strainers or steamers to avoid draining hot liquids. 7. Simplified water heating. Consider a single-cup hot water dispenser for easy and safe boiling. 8. Liquid level monitoring. Use a liquid level indicator to accurately measure water or other liquids. 9. Microwave convenience. Heat small amounts of water in the microwave. 10. Boiling alerts. Utilize a boil alert device to signal when water reaches a rolling boil. 11. Slow cooker simplicity. Slow cookers are easy to use and require minimal supervision. 12. Stovetop safety. Turn on the stovetop before placing the pan and turn it off before removing the pan. 13. Heat-resistant handles. Use pots and pans with heat-resistant handles. 14. Prevent accidents. Turn pan handles inward to avoid accidental knocks. Oven usage. 1. Rack placement. Position oven racks before preheating. 2. Safe removal. Turn off the oven before removing items. 3. Controlled retrieval. Pull the oven rack out slightly to retrieve items. 4. Organized workspace. Clear a space for hot dishes before removing. 5. Timely reminders. Use an audible timer to monitor baking time. Cutting, chopping, and peeling. 1. Knife safety. Orient the knife blade downward to avoid accidents. 2. Easy slicing. Use a pizza cutter for slicing pies, sandwiches, and other foods. 3. Visual cues. Use contrasting cutting boards to distinguish food items. 4. Efficient transfer. Choose cutting boards with food chutes for easy pouring. 5. Food processor convenience. A food processor can simplify chopping and slicing tasks. 6. Minimal peeling. Consider leaving the skin on vegetables to retain nutrients. 7. Systematic peeling. Peel vegetables systematically, using your fingers to feel for remaining peel. Measuring techniques. 1. Visual contrast. Hold measuring cups against a dark background to see light-colored liquids. 2. Standardized measurements. Use recipes that rely on measuring cups and spoons. 3. Hand measurement. Measure small amounts of spices in your hand. 4. Assistive technology. Consider talking measuring jugs and kitchen scales. Essential kitchen tools. 1. Long oven mitts. These protect your hands from heat. 2. Auditory timers. Use talking timers or large print timers. 3. Liquid level indicators. Accurately measure both hot and cold liquids, perfect for making cups of tea too. 4. Talking devices. Invest in talking measuring jugs, scales, or microwaves. 5. Boil alerts. These signal when water reaches a rolling boil. 6. High contrast cutting boards. These improve visibility during food preparation. 7. Contrasting utensils. Use utensils with contrasting colors for easy identification. 8. Food chute cutting boards. These simplify pouring tasks. 9. Measuring cups and spoons. Essential for accurate measurements. 10. D-handle peelers. Ergonomic and easy-to-use peelers. By implementing these tips and utilizing the appropriate tools, you can confidently and safely navigate your kitchen and embrace the joy of cooking once again. If you would like to find out about our selection of daily living aids and equipment, including kitchen tools, you can visit our website at www.partsite.org.uk, or you can give us a call, Monday to Friday between 9:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. on 01302 965 195. 01302 965 195. And with this item, There's a photograph of a cooked turkey on a plate on a dimly lit table. The turkey is surrounded by roasted herbs and fruits. There's a glass of white wine directly behind the turkey and 2 lit candles adorning the table.
Pistachios, a natural eye saver. Did you know that a simple snack could help protect your vision? A recent study from Tufts University has revealed that incorporating pistachios into your daily diet may significantly improve eye health. By consuming just 2 ounces of pistachios daily, you can boost levels of a key oxidant, lutein, which plays a crucial role in safeguarding your vision. Why pistachios? Lutein powerhouse. Pistachios are the only nut containing measurable amounts of lutein, a potent antioxidant that filters harmful blue light. Enhanced macular pigment. Regular pistachio consumption can elevate macular pigment optical density, MPOD, a vital component of the eye that shields against age-related macular degeneration, AMD, a leading cause of vision loss. Quick results. The study demonstrated that significant increases in MPOD can be achieved within just 6 weeks of daily pistachio consumption. Beyond their eye protective benefits, pistachios offer a range of other health advantages. Brain health. Lutein found in pistachios accumulates in the brain and may help reduce oxidative stress and inflammation. Overall well-being. Pistachios provide a source of healthy fats and other beneficial plant-based compounds that contribute to overall health. Adding pistachios to your daily routine is easy and delicious. Here are a few ideas. Snack smart. Enjoy a handful of pistachios as a mid-morning or afternoon snack. Trail mix twist. Create a nutritious trail mix by combining pistachios with other nuts, seeds and dried fruit. Savoury snack. Roast pistachios with herbs and spices for a flavourful and crunchy treat. By making simple dietary changes, such as eating more pistachios, you can take proactive steps to protect your vision and overall health. And there's a photo of a handful of pistachios that appear to have been arranged on a table in no particular order.
Did you know Christmas dinner is good for your eyes? 'Tis the season for family, friends and festive feasts. But did you know that your Christmas dinner can do more than leave you blissfully comatose on the sofa, nearly bursting at the seams? Bringing together a rich assortment of vitamin-packed root vegetables, healthy fat and protein-filled meats and rich fibrous fruits, there really is a bit of everything that your body needs to keep your eyes nourished. For starters, many people will be enjoying a festive prawn cocktail. A traditional starter for many on Christmas Day, the humble prawn cocktail is made with prawns, of course, with lettuce in amari rose sauce. Prawns contain high levels of omega-3, which are fatty acids that help regulate blood pressure, lower your heart rate and reduce the risk of blood clots. Omega-3 may also help keep eyes hydrated and may even help maintain the drainage of intraocular fluid from the back of the eye, reducing your risk of complications from glaucoma. Now for the main course. A roast turkey is always the centerpiece of a traditional Christmas feast, and you'll be happy to know that it is packed full of zinc, which is incredibly important to your eyes. Zinc helps maintain the health of the retina, cell membranes and protein structure of the eye. It also helps carry vitamin A from your liver to your eye and to create melanin, which helps protect your eye from harmful UV rays which can cause corneal damage, cataracts and possibly even macular degeneration. But what about all the trimmings? No Christmas dinner is complete without crispy and fluffy roast potatoes. Potatoes are a useful source of plant compounds that have a protective antioxidant effect. The flesh of the potato is a source of carotenoids, including lutein and zeaxanthin, which are beneficial for our maculas. Lutein and zeaxanthin act as powerful antioxidants, neutralizing harmful free radicals that can damage the delicate tissues of the eye. This helps protect against oxidative stress, a possible major contributor to age-related macular degeneration, AMD. Consider using a low-fat alternative to beef or goose fat for the additional health benefits as well. Also packed full of lutein and zeaxanthin are the Brussels sprouts. Love 'em or hate 'em, Brussels sprouts are packed with nutrients that can benefit your eye health. Often relegated to the acquired taste category, Brussels sprouts have a serious reputation for being divisive. However, beyond their Marmite-like quality, these tiny cabbages offer a surprising array of health benefits, particularly for your eyes. If you struggle to get sprouts in your diet due to their bitterness or mushiness, consider tossing them in olive oil, fresh rosemary, garlic and salt and pepper to taste, and roasting them for 20 minutes. You can even throw some chestnuts in there for good measure. Take our word for it, it completely transforms the flavour and you will find yourself having them all year round. Finally, what Christmas dinner would be complete without a generous serving of carrots, which are a fantastic source of nutrients that promote eye health? Their vibrant orange colour comes from beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that your body converts into vitamin A, which is essential for maintaining healthy vision. Vitamin A may also help protect against developing cataracts later in life. So, there you have it. Your festive feast isn't just a delicious tradition, it's a vision-saving superhero. Who knew that a plate piled high with roast potatoes and carrots could be so good for your peepers? So, tuck into your Christmas dinner with gusto, safe in the knowledge you're helping your eyes stay healthy. Happy feasting! And there are 3 photos in this section. Firstly, a turkey is shown surrounded by herbs. The turkey has some blueberries and cranberries artfully placed around it, and there are some acorns in the top right of the image and a bottle of wine in the bottom right of the picture. Secondly, there's an image of a prawn cocktail in a fancy cocktail glass, and finally, there's a photo of some freshly cooked roast potatoes in a black roasting tin.
Recipe of the month: 20-minute cauliflower soup with chive oil. Are you looking for a quick and nourishing meal that's also good for your eyes? This creamy cauliflower soup is the perfect solution. Packed with antioxidants like vitamin C and vitamin K, cauliflower helps protect your eyes from oxidative stress. Plus, the addition of chive oil, rich in omega-3 fatty acids, further supports eye health. This dish is super diverse. It's great just as a quick weekday meal, served with some warm crispy bread. Alternatively, it can be served as a starter for your Christmas dinner. It's incredibly simple to make and can be stored for up to a week, so it can be made well in advance if you're struggling to stay on top of everything. Plus, it's incredibly tasty and not heavy enough to spoil the main course. This simple recipe really is a crowd pleaser and makes really good use of that blender you got for Christmas last year that's gathering dust. Just beware that this dish could well overshadow the turkey this year. The ingredients for the 20-minute cauliflower soup are: 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter, 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, 1 medium onion, chopped, 1 leek, white and light green parts, chopped, 2 cloves of garlic, finely chopped, 1 small head of cauliflower, approximately 900 grams, cored and sliced, 4 cups of lower sodium chicken broth, half a cup of heavy cream, and cracked pepper for serving. Now, the method is: 1. Heat the butter and oil in a large pot on medium heat. Add the onion, leek, and half a teaspoon of salt, and cook for 10 to 12 minutes, covered, stirring occasionally, until very tender, but not brown. 2. Stir in the garlic and cook for 1 minute. Add the cauliflower, broth, and cream, and simmer for 15 to 18 minutes until the cauliflower is tender. 3. Using a handheld blender, or a standard blender, in batches, puree until smooth. 4. Then make the chive oil. In a blender, puree the chives and half a cup of canola or grapeseed oil until smooth. Then transfer to a small saucepan and cook, for about 3 minutes, on medium heat until the mixture begins to simmer. 5. Pour through a coffee filter, which has been set over a measuring cup. 6. Serve drizzled with chive oil and cracked pepper, if desired. And with this recipe, there's a close-up image of the cauliflower soup. There are swirls of the green chive oil in the middle of the white soup. Also shown is an image of the blades of a blender covered in remnants of chives. And there's a full glass of chive oil to the right of that.
Really simple cranberry sauce. And the ingredients for this are 100 grams of light muscovado sugar, 100 milliliters of orange juice, fresh or from a carton, and a 250-gram pack of fresh or frozen cranberries. And the method is 1. Tip 100 grams of light muscovado sugar and 100 milliliters of orange juice into a pan, then bring to the boil. 2. Stir in the fresh or frozen cranberries, then simmer until tender but still holding their shape. This will take about 5 minutes if using frozen cranberries or 8 to 10 minutes if using fresh. 3. Place in the fridge to store. The sauce will thicken as it cools. Bring to room temperature before serving. Finally, a couple of recipe tips. 1. Try a few additions to give your sauce an edge. Add blanched strips of orange zest for a Cumberland sauce-style twist, or spice it up with ginger or chili. A splash of port to a simple recipe can also add a kick. 2. Fold any leftover cranberry sauce through Greek yogurt and use it in Boxing Day sandwiches with cold ham, turkey, lettuce, and pickled walnuts. And there's a bowl of mashed cranberries shown with this recipe.
Simon says. Simon Mahoney is a former Royal Marines young officer, social work team leader, freelance artist, and author. In 2018, Simon lost his sight completely following a prolonged battle with uveitis. Simon has taken sight loss in his stride, writing multiple books and now making a commitment to put the needs of people living with sight loss in the spotlight. Simon writes, "Some of you may recall that I was admitted to hospital at the beginning of the year. This resulted in the creation of a set of guidelines for medical staff on how to deal with patients with sight impairment or blindness. Recently, I had to be readmitted. What I found was truly heartening. The A&E department was still acting in accordance with the suggestions made at the beginning of the year. The same was true for the medical assessment unit. I was taken up to a completely new ward on a different floor. They were routinely briefing out how to deal with me at each shift change. It appeared as if the work done in the new year had passed by word of mouth through the hospital. While I was there, I passed out over 60 of my leaflets to nurses, doctors, and consultants. What was very heartening was that people were coming back for copies for their friends. To cap it all, I will be meeting with the patient experience officer and the ECLO from another hospital in mid-September. We will be planning how to roll out the training across the hospital. I will also be meeting the Regional Access to Information Group in another hospital trust for the same purpose. After being discharged, I was informed that all correspondence from the hospital to me would be by email. If that was not shock enough, I also had to go to the eye clinic for my annual checkup. Those of you who have read my books know what a truly awful place my clinic is, or was. This time, I walked in to be greeted with directions to the reception desk. The receptionist then asked me if I wished to be guided to a chair. The nurse came over and explained where she was taking me, for what, and how long I would have to wait. She then asked if I had any questions and if I should like to be guided down to the other waiting room. She then proceeded to give me an absolute masterclass in sighted guiding. My consultant came out, collected me, guided me to a chair after the usual greeting. Then he guided my chin onto the rest, which he has never done before. I sat back, which rather ruined his effort, and asked him what the hell he had done with his clinic. He asked me why, and I outlined the astonishing changes I had noted. There was a long pause, and then he said, "Perhaps we have been listening to you, Simon." The Partially Sighted Society will be having me on as a guest to talk about this subject in the near future. That podcast can be found on their YouTube channel. If nothing else, This just goes to show what is possible if you just keep at it and choose your allies with care. You are your own best advocate, so advocate for yourself. And, at the top, there's a photo of the author of the article, Simon Mahoney. Simon is smiling at the camera.
PSS Product Spotlight, a talking analog wristwatch. Need a gift that truly stands out? This talking wristwatch offers a unique blend of style and functionality. Its deep male voice announces the time at the press of a button, and its radio-controlled accuracy ensures it's always on time. Choose from a sleek metal bracelet or a classic leather strap. The price is £47.94, including VAT, or £39.95 excluding VAT. And there's a photo of the watch. The watch is sitting within black foam in a white presentation box.
Change someone's life today. Become a supporter of the Partially Sighted Society. For over 50 years, the Partially Sighted Society has been helping people diagnosed with sight loss to rebuild their lives. From our fully equipped sight center in Doncaster, we help thousands of people every year. We provide free sight tests, assessments and mental well-being services to anyone living with visual impairments, which are all funded by you. The Partially Sighted Society receives no statutory funding, so your donations are the lifeblood of our organization. For the price of a cup of coffee, you can ensure that people who have recently been diagnosed with sight loss can access our full range of services and keep our vital work available to those who need us for many years to come. Send a check payable to the Partially Sighted Society at 1 Bennett Thorpe, Doncaster, DN26AA. Or set up a standing order to the Partially Sighted Society. Our bank sort code is 309574, that's 309574. And our bank account number is 001450884, that's 001450884. Our bank is Lloyds Bank, at 34 Moorgate, London, EC2R, 6PL. And the reference for the standing order is S for Sugar, F for Freddy, 2023, that's SF, 2023. You can donate online by visiting our website at partsight.org.uk/donate. And with this information, there's a photo of a young woman holding a handmade picture which has a red cartoon bird on it, a balloon, and a yellow love heart. The word Nikki is written on the painting and the words, "Thank you," on the left are handwritten as well. And there's a QR code printed here for easy online access for making donations to the Partially Sighted Society. Underneath this symbol, it reads, "Donate online by visiting our website, partsight.org.uk/donate." And, above this item, a different QR code is shown next to the words, "Donate now with Just Giving." And at the foot of this final page of the newsletter, in large bold capital letters, it says, "Thank you."
This is the end of the Christmas 2024 newsletter from the Partially Sighted Society. The Partially Sighted Society, registered charity number 254052, may be emailed at reception@partsight.org.uk and phoned on 01 302 965 195. This audio version has been produced by Infosound, a British charity registered in England and Wales, number 1142082, and in Scotland, number SC039929. Thank you for listening.